Quite intoxicating. Helene, listen. I've got the words.
Actually, Albert, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
I'm calling it, I don't need champagne when I see the sparkle in your eyes. Love, love, it's...
Monsieur Lebrun has asked us
Helene,
to speak today.
breakfast.
However, the minister gave it as his opinion that the German troop movements were no more than routine military maneuvers and appealed for continued calm during this difficult period until a diplomatic...
Cause I don't need champagne when I see the sparkle in your eyes.
I think it's very good, Albert, really, very good indeed.
You don't think it's too complicated, you know, the champagne idea and everything?
No, I like it a lot.
Really? You mean that? Helene, come back here!
Anyone keep that girl under control?
She's young, that's all. Albert wouldn't mind.
What do you mean?
Lily, be quiet.
Would you, Albert?
Well, it's up to Helene, of course. If she felt...
Albert, Helene isn't going to marry you or anyone else. She's going to university.
What is it?
Listen.
What is it? What's happening?
My God. Oh, my God!
Here is the news from London. French, German and American sources have announced that the armistice between France and Germany was signed yesterday evening. This brings to an end organized resistance throughout continental Europe. An appeal to all Belgians was made this morning by Monsieur Gaspard, the first Belgian cabinet minister to reach England. He called on the Belgian people to continue the struggle by whatever means they could. This is not the time for tears, but for action, declared Monsieur Gaspard. Better death than slavery. God will protect Belgium and her allies. Mr. Winston Churchill has issued the following statement on the French capitulation. His Majesty's government have heard with grief and amazement that the terms dictated by the Germans have been accepted by the French government. Such terms place not only France but the French Empire entirely at the mercy and in the power of the German and Italian dictators. Not only would the French people be held down and forced to work against their ally, but the whole resource of the French...
What are you doing? Father! Have you gone mad? Father! What are you doing?
What happened? Father's just taken the radio.
Father, I'm talking to you.
Father!
Why don't you answer? What's going on? Father, this is ridiculous. Tell me what's going on.
There's been an announcement. We've got to do it.
Do what?
Turn the radio in.
Why?
Because we're Jews.
Father.
There's been an announcement, some sort of proclamation. All Jews to hand their radios in. I don't know why. We've got to do it.
I'll take it. Lily, it's your turn.
You live alone?
With my 2 children. My husband is a prisoner of war.
It's very clever.
What is?
Look at the way that sergeant asks everyone for their name and address.
So we can get the radio back later.
They're not interested in the radios. They just want to know where all the Jews live.
What's he doing then?
He's just a profiteer. He's probably making a fortune out of what the Nazis leave behind.
Very handsome.
You're a collaborator.
Next.
Guten Morgen, Feldwebel. Hier ist mein Radio. Es ist nicht im besten Zustand, aber Ihnen macht das bestimmt nichts aus. Was für Fragen wollten Sie mir stellen?
Name, address, size of household.
Mein Name ist Helene Moskiewicz. Ich wohne in der Rue de Petit Pouchet 14 mit meiner Schwester und meinen Eltern.
There's no need to speak in German. We can understand you well enough.
Könnten Sie bitte auf das aufpassen? Meine arme Schwester kann es nicht mehr halten.
Nemas.
Das war so ungeschickt von mir.
I ought to arrest you.
I'm sure that won't be necessary, sir. It's a very old radio. Quite worthless, in fact.
But that's not the point.
You wouldn't want to arrest someone over a piece of junk, would you? Good day, mademoiselle.
Helene.
Little accident, that's all. No harm done.
It was very, very stupid. You could have been killed.
I thought we were going to be arrested.
Oh, why should anyone arrest you? You didn't do anything.
That's the whole point. If you go around behaving like that, innocent people are going to get hurt as well. The only way out of this whole business is to keep quiet, keep calm, and not draw attention to ourselves.
You're not going on there, are you?
Why not?
I don't own the place. Is she a friend of yours?
Not yet.
Hey, just a minute. Slow down.
You're a good skater. Huh? You're better than this lot.
You think so?
Aren't you afraid of them?
I can take care of myself.
I know you can. You dropped your radio on a German officer's foot. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Well, I don't know.
I've got some friends you might like to meet too. I think you've got a lot in common. I'm not talking about roller skating.
You mean you're...
That's settled then. Here this evening after they close up. See you then.
So what's this figure?
That's last month's deficit. I carried it over.
Well, what's this then?
That's the total deficit.
You sure?
Helene. Helene. You going somewhere?
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd pop out to see Marty, you know.
That's on my way home. I'll come with you.
Oh, no, really, it's quite all right, Albert. Father needs you here.
But the streets are full of German soldiers. It's not safe.
I said I can manage.
Is there someone else? Is that it?
There isn't anyone, Albert. Not even you. Good night. Hello? Come out into the open. Or I'm going.
Shut up, be quiet. What were you shouting for?
I got scared.
Scared?
I didn't know what to expect.
Never show you're afraid is the first thing the Gestapo are looking for. If you're afraid, you must be hiding something.
What do you want with me, anyway?
Tell her, Muskie.
As you must know, there is a tide of anger and defiance sweeping through Belgium. Everywhere, patriots are organizing to fight the invader by whatever means they can. But we lack knowledge of our enemy.
We were told you speak fluent German.
Who told you that?
What are his plans? What are his fears? What are his strengths and weaknesses? Only when we know the workings of his mind can we hope to harass his communications, frustrate his schemes, and drive him out.
Bravo! May I join?
You're late, Franz.
You?
I'm afraid the Quartermaster General just wouldn't let me go.
I don't know if you're aware of it, but this man is a collaborator. I saw him dealing in radios the Nazis had confiscated.
The movement accepts volunteers from every walk of life. Patriotism is the only requirement.
But he's a profiteer.
You heard him. Every walk of life.
Has anybody seen a bundle of newspapers addressed to me?
Here.
Albert, this is silly. Can't we be friends?
We are friends.
I mean like we were before. Well, I think you're being really silly. Newspapers! German newspapers. Newspaper? German papers. Newspaper? Thank you. I hope you don't want me to go on selling newspapers forever.
What's the matter? You having trouble with your customers?
I just want to do something a bit more important, that's all.
Well, this is important. You pick up a lot of useful information.
Like what? Who's going on leave and who's not? I can't believe that's helping to win the war. What's he doing here?
Did you get the stuff?
Yes, I did. But there's a problem.
What sort of problem?
Smile at me.
Why?
Just smile at me as if I was the most charming man in the world. Shouldn't be too difficult. Keep smiling no matter what. In this briefcase are some small arms. Revolvers, automatics. I picked them up an hour ago, but the man I got them from's just been arrested. I can't be sure he won't talk. Can you take them home and hide them for me? All right, now I want you to finish your coffee, get on your feet, say goodbye nicely, and pick up the case as though you brought it in. Then walk out without a care in the world. Can you do that?
that seat.
Oh, thank you.
Shall I put your case on the rack?
Oh, I'm all right with it like this, thank you.
It's too heavy to hold on your knee.
No, really, it's fine, honestly.
It's no bother. I'll just put it up here.
All right, then, fine.
No bother.
Papers, please.
Papers, please.
Is that yours?
Yes.
Vizier.
Yours?
Yes.
Thank you. Papers, please.
Would you open that, please?
Yours?
Yours? No.
Are you coming or not? Come on, get a move on.
This must be your case.
No. Oh.
What's inside it?
Oh, thank heavens. I'd gone halfway down the street before I missed it.
This is your case.
Yes, it is. Thank heavens you found it.
What's inside it?
It's just some library books. I'm at the university.
Why is it locked?
It's not locked. It's just that the catch always sticks. It belongs to my brother, except he's at home now, which is why I'm going there.
Are you coming or not?
All right, all right.
They're waiting to go.
Only I thought I'd left it behind, and he'd be furious if he knew.
Please be more careful with your property in future, mademoiselle.
How could you play such a stupid, childish trick?
I told you.
Was it your idea of a joke?
Listen.
I thought you were serious people.
Look, how did we know we could trust you? We had to test you. You might have been an informer.
You don't seem that choosy about the people you work with. Look at him. He's making money out of this war.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't it?
Look, in the middle of a battle, you don't ask the soldier standing next to you what he does for a living. All that matters is that you can trust him, that he's on your side.
And can you?
I do. With my life. Helene's angry with us.
Of course she is. It was a dirty trick to play. My idea, actually.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
No, I'm proud of you.
Well then, are you with us?
What's going on out there?
Someone just threw a brick through Madame Baudouin's window.
Whatever for?
Please don't go out there, Mr. Moskiewicz.
I haven't done anything. Mr. Moskiewicz, you will tell them I've done nothing wrong. Moskiewicz, help me, please. Tell them I haven't done anything wrong. Moskiewicz!
Tell her she's not to go out so late.
Oh, do as your mother says, Helene.
See you later. How is it you're able to drive around after curfew?
Friends in high places.
Nazis, you mean?
One of the advantages of being a collaborator is that they trust me. And if they didn't trust me, I couldn't betray them, could I? Do you think you could do it?
What?
Betray the Germans?
What do you mean?
Jean needs someone inside the Gestapo, so he knows what they're planning against us.
I thought that's what you did.
Well, I can get in all right. When they need wine or coffee or presents for their girls, but they don't tell me anything. Not enough, anyway. Not as much as they tell you. What's this? Lie down on the floor and pull that rug over, quick. Good evening.
Papers.
What's going on here, then? It's a cold night to be out.
Jews.
Ah, yes. Of course. Thank you.
Just wait here till we've got them out. It won't be long.
Anything you say, my friend.
Albert?
Are you all right?
I'm so sorry, Helene. I tried to stop them, but I couldn't.
What's happened? Where are they?
The Gestapo. They've taken them.
That's Schwenke. Its official title is Deputy SS Leader of Brussels. It rounds up anyone the Nazis don't like, especially Jews.
Morgen.
Who's that with him?
It's Muller, his boss. His brief is wider. He's in charge of all forms of security. He wiped out all the communists in Austria, now they sent him here.
My parents are in there.
They could be. Or they could be miles away in a transit camp somewhere. Either way, they're beyond help, Helene. There's nothing you can do.
Yes, there is. You can take me shopping.
Well, now, tea?
Excuse me?
Yes?
I was told that you were both officers in the Gestapo. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. What about it?
I understand you're looking for German speakers. I speak German.
So?
So I would like a job in your organization.
Well, if you were to apply in writing, I'm sure...
I don't want to waste time with all that. I only deal with senior officers. You are senior officers, aren't you?
Yes.
Well then, are you interested or not?
Is this how you always go looking for a job, mademoiselle?
On the contrary, employers usually come looking for me. I am normally allowed to sit during interviews as well.
Mademoiselle, please, be so good as to join us for coffee.
Thank you.
But why do you want to work for the Gestapo? There are the jobs. Particularly for someone as highly qualified as you say you are.
Well, look around you. There's disorder and subversion everywhere. We've been putting up with it for years, and now someone's doing something about it. It's the duty of every decent, patriotic man and woman to do everything they can to build a new Belgium, cleansed of outsiders and riffraff who want to destroy our way of life.
Perhaps you should consider a career in politics instead.
I beg your pardon.
Just a joke.
I see. I wasn't aware that I was giving cause for amusement.
Mademoiselle, please don't take offense. None was intended, I assure you. Why don't you come and talk to us tomorrow?
These are all in the name of Olga Richter. German extraction, that's why you speak the language so well. Your parents came here from East Prussia when you were a baby. They're both dead. There are the certificates.
You'd never know they were forged.
They're not. Letters of recommendation from previous employers. They're real, too. Or at least the writers are.
Thank you.
Yes, well, it wasn't easy. A little advance warning would have been helpful.
I think Helene felt it was important to take the Gestapo up on their offer as soon as possible.
The whole thing's insane. How do you know they don't already suspect you?
I don't. They're policemen. It's their job to suspect people. It'd be odd if they didn't.
Well, then why are we doing this, for heaven's sake? So we can all end up like your parents?
You always said you wanted to have someone inside the Gestapo, and now you will. My parents are my own concern.
Bitte 2 Kopien von jeder.
Welcome to the Gestapo, Mamsell Richter.
Thank you, thank you, sir.
Good to have you, please.
Not bad, eh?
No, not bad. It's really nice.
Do you think I've put the mirror in the right place?
Yes, it's fine.
I know it's not a palace, but it'll do till we get organized.
Organized?
Well, I've been thinking, why don't we start a shop like your father's? We both know the business inside out.
Albert.
Whatever happens in the war, people are still going to need clothes, aren't they?
Albert, I need to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
What is it? As an unemployed person, your services are being made available for the assistance of the Third Reich.
Forced labor in Germany.
In this pile of files on Jews and other undesirables, and in this other one you'll find police reports, letters of denunciation, and so on. Start by matching them up, then sort them into 2 piles. Those who should be arrested immediately and those who you think should be investigated further. They'll then be checked by the head of department. That's all due over there. And then taken on to the relevant subcommittee for action. Though, of course, any officer above the rank of captain can arrest on grounds of suspicion alone. Any questions?
Yes, how do I decide who's to be arrested and who's not?
It's easy. To whom it may concern. I think my neighbour must be a Jew. I've never seen him buy pork at the butcher's, and he never goes out of the house on Sundays. Put him on the to be arrested pile.
Yes, but this letter could just be from someone with a score to settle or something.
All suspects have an opportunity to explain themselves. It all goes through the proper channels.
Anyway, the Jewish Sabbath isn't on Sunday.
You seem to know a lot about it. If you're that bothered, put it on the to be investigated further pile. They're only Jews, you know.
What do you want?
I'm looking for someone. Captain, what's his name?
Well, you won't find him here.
Perhaps he's gone in already. Could I go and see?
No civilians allowed inside unless accompanied by an officer. Security.
I see. Thank you.
Ist noch nicht hier?
Wer, Herr Offizier?
Der Dolmetscher natürlich. Er sollte schon vor einer Stunde hier sein.
Entschuldigen Sie, Herr Offizier. Ich habe niemanden gesehen.
Wie kann man von mir ganze Arbeit verlangen, wenn ich kein Personal bekomme?
Diese junge Dame, Herr Offizier, sie sucht jemanden. Vielleicht ist sie die Dolmetscherin.
Eine Frau? Damit habe ich nicht gerechnet. Naja, was macht das schon aus? Können Sie übersetzen?
Ja, ich meine, ja, ich kann für Sie dolmetschen.
Kommen Sie. Wir haben nicht den ganzen Tag Zeit. Melissa? Gib ihm eine Zigarette. Hier, sprechen Sie mit ihm.
Was soll ich sagen?
Irgendetwas. Fragen Sie ihn nach seinem Namen, seiner Adresse. Sprechen Sie einfach zu ihm.
Who are you?
Frage ihn nach seinem Namen.
I'm a friend.
Arschloch. Ja. Ja. Sagen Sie ihm, wenn er uns seinen Namen gibt, lassen wir ihn sterben.
If you tell them who you are, it'll be better for you.
Adolf Hitler.
Sehr komisch. Na gut. Probieren Sie noch einmal.
Mit Ihrer Erlaubnis, mein Herr.
Was? Ah ja, aber gehen Sie nicht so weit.
Schon was?
Nein, noch nichts.
Weitergehen! Weitergehen! Gehen Sie schon! Gehen Sie in das Zimmer! Gehen Sie!
What were you doing in there? Don't you know we're not allowed near the cells? You could get in a lot of trouble.
They needed an interpreter, so I volunteered.
If they need an interpreter, they go through the proper channels. You attend to your own duties.
Duty is not always as simple as you seem to think, mademoiselle. We must be prepared to serve in any way we are called to. Or shall we ask Colonel Schwenker's opinion on the subject?
No. No, of course not.
Good. Now, I have one or two improvements to your filing system to suggest.
Are you sure it was them?
Absolutely sure.
You could have been mistaken.
I know it was my parents. That's not the point. The point is what's going to happen to them.
Well, they'll be held for a week or two at Gestapo headquarters. Then they'll either be released or deported somewhere.
10 days at the most. They never keep anyone longer than that.
You're not going to try something stupid, are you, Helene?
Don't worry, Jean. You won't be in any danger.
Good night. Aren't you going home?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear you. Did you want something?
I said, aren't you going home for the night? It's late.
Oh, yes, of course, sir.
I probably shouldn't say this, but we are pleased with you. You've settled in well, and you've got some bright ideas, too. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. I'm only doing my job. Good night, sir.
What are you working on, anyway?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just an idea I had.
Tell me.
All right, well, I've been thinking. At the moment, we rely on the local population for information. But a lot of it is unreliable, and we waste resources trying to check it anyway. So, why don't we set up our own network instead? If we had our own people ferreting out Jews, we could achieve better results.
That's a nice idea. But how will you do it?
Well, by releasing some of the people we've already arrested and putting them back into the community as spies.
You'd have to choose the right people, though.
Well, yes, I've got a rough list here. That's what I was working on.
Klein, Lefebvre, Van Buren, de Clercq, Moskiewicz, Armand.
There aren't any seats left. You'll have to stand.
It doesn't matter.
I should have made some food for the journey.
Helene, it doesn't matter.
Didn't have much of a life together, did we?
It's not over yet.
No, of course not.
I won't let them kill me, you know. I'll come back, and we'll have a family, and all this hell will disappear.
It's not going to disappear unless we fight it.
I know what you're doing, Helene. I've known for some time. This is that I don't care about causes, you see. I've tried. I don't. All I care about is you. That's the way I fight. By not forgetting what a normal, decent life feels like. You be careful. You don't forget either.
There, I won't forget. Take care of yourself.
Go.
Helene. Helene! I could have stopped him going, you know. Given him a job or something.
And why didn't you?
You never asked me to. I wonder why.
Leave me alone, Frank.
No. I can't. Listen, I've had a word with my friend in transportation. The parents are still there, all right, but only for another couple of days.
Schwenk is going to interview them tomorrow. I'll be there as interpreter.
Do they know that you're working with the Nazis?
No.
Well, what do they think when they see you? How are they going to react?
I don't know.
Well, haven't you got a plan, for God's sake?
Of course I've got a plan. I just haven't worked that part of it out yet.
But it's obvious, isn't it? Someone's got to warn them. You want my help, don't you? Don't you?
Yes, please.
They're bringing them in quicker than we can move them out.
Really?
However, we are shifting nearly 1,000 a week, as opposed to a little under 500 last month. But there's still a long way to go. So, what brings you here today, anyway?
Oh, I brought something for Colonel Schwenk. A pair of vases, you know the sort of thing he likes.
Well, there he is now.
Klein, Lefebvre, Van Buren, de Clercq, Moskiewicz.
there, beloved? What have you got for us today?
Nothing for you.
It's always got something.
For the Colonel's eyes only.
Ist sie bereit, der Gestapo zu helfen für ihre Freiheit?
What did he say?
He says, would you work for the Gestapo if they let you go?
You mean as a spy?
Yes.
What would I get out of it? Would you let my husband go too?
Mit Juden verhandle ich nicht. Ist sie interessiert oder nicht?
It's yes or no.
Then no. 100 times no. Do your own filthy work. I'd rather die than help you.
Der Nächste.
As for you, you're even worse than that bastard!
Raus mit dir!
You're scum! You're dirt! You're still your own mother! Leave me alone!
Waiting to see Colonel Schwenker, are you?
Yes, that's right.
He should be long now. That's the last one.
Oh, I'll just wait here then. Cigarette?
No, thanks, on duty. Who's this? I thought that was the law.
Halt! Die Häftlinge.
Colonel, I must speak to you.
Oehler, what are you doing here?
If you wait any longer, it'll be too late. I can't hold them off out there.
What are you talking about?
2 Delft vases. 1640. Perfect condition, not a scratch. You'll never forgive yourself if you don't take them.
Delft vases. A pair, yeah? Look, I'll be out in a moment.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Colonel Muller's already got his eye on them.
Müller? He doesn't collect China.
You tell him that. Naturally, I said they were for you, but if he orders me to sell...
Start without me. I'll be back in a moment. Ich bin gleich fertig hiermit. Lassen Sie meinen Wagen bringen.
Soll ich dich Häftlinge reinbringen?
Ja, sofort.
Oh my God, Helene, is it you?
Yes, it's me.
What are you doing here, darling?
Did they hurt you? Are you all right?
Helene, I can't believe it. I never thought we'd see you again.
Have they got you too? This is a terrible place.
Listen, Mother. Listen. We don't have much time. You must do exactly what I say. I'm trying to get you out of here.
I don't understand. Aren't you a prisoner too?
Regine.
Listen, the Gestapo are looking for Jews to work for them as spies. You must pretend to cooperate. Do you understand?
Spies, yeah.
Yes, don't overdo it. But let yourself be convinced.
Have you heard from Lily? Is she all right?
And then what?
I don't know. The first thing is to get you away from here. Everyone here is going to die.
Die? Sure.
Oh, my God. Tobias, I knew it.
What a ridiculous waste of time. The man's an idiot. Delft, indeed. Late 19th century fake, screwed imitations.
Tobias and Regine Moskiewicz, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, what are they like? I can't take much more of this.
I think you should judge for yourself, sir.
Very well. We need Jews to work for us. Are you interested, yes or no?
Yes.
What? What did you say?
I think he's interested, sir.
This young lady was saying how you need us to help you maintain good order in the Jewish community.
In a way, yes.
Well, I can see the point in that. We need discipline just like anybody else. And we're the best people to do it. Run around affairs, not let outsiders run them for us. We're not all troublemakers, you know. However, I must protest at conditions in this camp. It's not right that human beings should be subject to this kind of...
Yes. We know all about that. The point is, if we let you go, will you give us information on Jews in hiding?
If it means that law-abiding Jews are given better treatment, yes.
Very well. You can go. Krause! Die Leute entlassen.
Wait. I've changed my mind.
What?
I can't do it.
I'm sure when you've had time to consider your position, you'll understand that we are making you a very fair offer.
No, a Jew will never betray another Jew.
Why ever not?
I'm sorry, it's impossible.
What can you do with these people? This isn't grand opera, you know. Don't you want your freedom?
Your price is too high.
What about your wife?
Well, I don't know. You were given your chance. I can't force you to take it.
Forgive me for having wasted your time, mademoiselle. Your proposal sounded very interesting at first, but after I'd thought about it, I found I just couldn't.
Schmeiß sie raus! What a pity. I thought we had one there. But it was not to be.
No, sir.
Is it a station?
I can't see.
I don't think we're even in Germany anymore. The last sign I saw was in Polish.
Of course we're still in Germany. That's what we've come for. Forced labor in Germany. They put up signs in Polish because lots of people speak the language, that's all.
I'm sure you're right.
What's he saying?
That's Polish he's speaking.
He's a tinker. They speak all sorts of languages. It doesn't mean we're in Poland.
Where are we? Where's the nearest town? I can't understand a word.
Treblinka. I'm sure he said Treblinka.
No, he didn't.
Treblinka? I'm sure that's in Poland.
What's he selling, anyway?
He's not selling. He's buying.
Dobrze. Dobry człowiek. Dobry mory.
What are you doing? But why should we want to sell our things? We're going to need them.
My grandmother was Jewish. I was brought up as a Catholic and I never even thought about it.
Anybody else like that?
There's Jewish blood in my family.
And mine.
But that's ridiculous. Where are you going?
I'm not waiting to get to this Treblinka place.
Was wollt ihr hier? Einsteigen.
We're just taking a leak.
Einsteigen.
I'm not going in there. It's disgusting.
Eine Minute und dann fahren wir.
All right. Come on.
There's a sort of wood over there. Do you think we can make it?
Not a chance. They'd shoot us down before we got 10 yards.
What about that ditch? Suppose we lay low till the train left. It might give us a chance.
It's still risky.
Not as risky as staying put.
Halt! Halt!
My dearest, if this reaches you before I do, it will mean I'm dead. They're going to kill us anyway, I think. And I would rather die trying to get back to you than wait for the executioner. Some men love many women. I'm lucky. I've only ever loved you. Now you know that I always will. Be happy as far as you can in these terrible times. And think of me, Albert.
Gesichtspunkt ist aufmerksam gemacht worden und sollte daher in Betracht gezogen werden.
Ja, das klingt sehr gut.
You sent for me, sir?
Let me introduce you to a new colleague. Olga Richter, this is...
Jacques. Just Jacques, if you don't mind.
How do you do?
Our friend Jacques has a rather peculiar gift. You know the way water diviners can tell you where there's any spring. Well, he can do the same with the Jews.
Really? How interesting.
Yes, it's uncanny. It doesn't matter where they hide or what disguise they wear. Jacques will find them, won't you?
You exaggerate my powers, but I do my best.
Now, we want you two to work very closely together.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Yes.
There seems to be something wrong here. You see, photographs of suspects, but no names and addresses. Very mysterious. What do you think can have happened?
I'm not sure. Perhaps the sheet with the name and addresses got separated from the rest of the dossier during filing. Some sort of clerical error.
Strange it occurs so often.
Yes, it is. I'll have a word with one of the girls about it.
Thank you, mademoiselle.
A good day's work, don't you think, mademoiselle?
Oh, yes, excellent.
They told me a lot about how efficient you were. Now I understand why. I must say I'm impressed.
Thank you, monsieur.
Of course, it isn't just a question of efficiency when it comes to catching Jews, is it?
Really?
I mean, one has to also use imagination and instinct.
I must go home now, monsieur. I'm very tired. Let's continue this conversation tomorrow.
By all means, mademoiselle.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
I think you've got something in your eye. Ah, yes. There it is. There you are. It's all right now. Good night.
What was all that about?
He's a Jew hunter. One of those madmen who think they can tell a Jew by the shape of their face.
Is he on to you?
Looks like it. He can't find the names and addresses of some suspects. He thinks I've taken them.
Did you?
Yes.
Why? For God's sake, we never asked you to do that.
I couldn't just sit in that office and help them round up my own people, could I? I had to do something.
Is there anything else you have to tell?
No, nothing.
Are you telling me the truth?
All right then, if you must know. I've been trying to get word to Jews who are on the list to be picked up, to give them a chance to get away.
You're mad. Don't you see the risk you're running? The danger you're putting all of us in?
I knew you wouldn't understand.
Why can't you keep things in perspective? The fate of the whole country is at stake. How is one dead Jew, more or less, going to make a difference?
It makes a difference to me.
Helene, I didn't mean it like that. Where are you going?
To warn one or two more Jews before they end up dead too.
You're crazy.
Better to be crazy than sane the way you are.
At least wait till all this has died down.
I can't.
Why not?
Because by then it'll be too late for the people I'm trying to warn.
That bastard is probably just waiting for you to betray yourself.
That's a risk I have to take.
All right. I'll drive you.
All right, I'm coming. Madam Leitner?
Who wants to know?
The Gestapo are coming. You've got 2 hours.
How long?
Tonight. That's all I know.
I don't believe it.
That's up to you. Last one. Right here. Dr. Breslauer?
Yes?
Could I have a word with you?
What, now?
Yes, it's important.
This man is dying. Is it more important than that?
You must leave tonight.
Are you serious?
Yes, they know you're a Jew.
But I'm not a Jew.
Please believe me. You haven't got much time. They're coming for you tonight.
Wait for me. In there. I'll be as quick as I can.
sorry, mademoiselle. Did I give you a fright?
Oh, no. Just, I was expecting the doctor.
Dr. Breslau, that would be, I imagine.
I don't know his name.
Oh, yes, Dr. Emil Breslau. I think you've seen everyone else.
Why are you here, monsieur? Someone you know have been hurt?
You are entertaining, you know. It's a special kind of Jewish talent, I suppose, this gift for fantasy. I could listen all night. Unfortunately, the game is over.
Who are you? Stop! Stop or I shoot! Stop her! Stop, I'm warning you!
Come on, Olga. Give yourself up. It's all been very amusing. But now it's over. Don't make me annoyed, Olga. You can't get away. All right, I can see you now. Get out of there. Don't be stupid. Last chance, Olga. Don't say I didn't warn you. Olga!
Do you want a drink?
Franz.
What?
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
I mean, for coming after me and everything. I know what you're thinking. That it was a stupid risk to take. But it was worth it. You must see that.
If you say so.
I wish you agreed with me.
Sorry.
We don't really agree on anything, do we?
No.
Do you see, I haven't got anyone else. Franz, can't you see what I'm trying to say?
Machen Sie schon.
He didn't do it, of course. But I'd like to get the bastard who did. Someone's working against us. That's the trouble.
The terrorists, you mean?
Oh, no. I mean someone here, on our side of the fence. Who else would have known about Jacques?
How can you be so certain?
Because I'm not an idiot, that's why. There's a traitor among us. Someone we trust. It's the only explanation. Someone who's always there, sticking their nose in, pretending to help, while all the time doing everything possible to sabotage our work.
Who is it?
Can't you guess?
No.
Franz Böhler.
Böhler?
Everybody's friend. Why does he like us so much? We are not that likable. I know why. Because he is a fake.
Maybe you should just disappear for a while.
They know who tipped him off.
We could make it look as though he'd been killed.
What's the point? Wouldn't be able to prove anything anyway.
They don't need proof. Believe me, I work for them.
Well, we can't risk you being interrogated.
Jean?
Won't be a moment.
Of course, there is another solution.
What's that?
You and I disappear together. It's logical. The circle of suspicion ends with us. John and the others wouldn't be implicated.
Where would we go?
Canada, South America, somewhere nobody knows us.
Are you serious?
Depends on you. I could be very serious. Think about it, Helene. It's easier than you imagine. False papers, a few bribes. I've got the connections. There's nothing for us here anymore. Why shouldn't we be happy?
Have you thought of anything?
Yes. I'm pretty sure Schwenker hasn't told anyone else that he suspects Franz. He doesn't want to look a fool. He'll have him killed, then announce afterwards that he was a traitor. Which leaves us only one course of action.
What's that?
We kill Schwenker.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
I'll just wander around by myself. I'll tell you what I want at the end.
Very good, sir. There was just one thing, sir.
Yes?
Well, it's the curator, sir. He wondered whether you'd finished with that large canvas yet, the Velasquez.
I'll tell you when I've finished with it.
Yes, sir.
One doesn't get bored with a painting like that overnight, you know.
Of course, sir.
Who's there? Hello, you there! What are you doing here? Who gave you permission? I understand. All right. What are you doing here? I thought this place was meant to be closed.
I wanted to speak to you. Alone.
What's wrong with the office?
Well, that would be too dangerous. You see, it's about that traitor you mentioned.
What about him?
That's the point. It's not a him, it's a her.
A woman? Who is it, for heaven's sake?
I'll tell you. It's me.
Poor Schwenke. Still, that's the risk we all run. I know you felt close to him. But you mustn't grieve. He was a soldier, and he died like one. The important thing is to remember why we're doing all this. Think of the future. Of the world we're trying to build. That's what makes it worthwhile.
Guess so.
Good. No, back to work.
To work.
The Nazis are on the run. Now's the time to hit them hard.
Don't you see that's exactly what they're waiting for? We get overconfident, risk an all-out attack, they get the first real chance to destroy us.
Just because the Germans are in retreat, that doesn't make them any less dangerous.
But we can't just sit tight and let everyone else do all the fighting. This is our country. We should be the ones to liberate it.
We all know you're a hero, Bertram. You don't need to commit suicide to prove it.
What do you mean?
All right, that's enough.
I mean, for once in your life, try not to be completely stupid.
I said that's enough.
Don't talk to me about fighting, Burler. Stick to lining your pockets. You're good at that.
You're both missing the point. We're not fighting to defeat the Germans anymore. They're finished.
We're fighting to decide what kind of a Europe we all want to live in after they've gone.
And that is? Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember. Democratic, free, and,
Socialist.
That's it. On the tip of my tongue.
Naturally socialist. After everything they've been through, the people won't take kindly to anyone pushing them around, bosses included.
Rubbish.
Leave it, Franz.
It's not an argument we expect you to appreciate, Franz. Look at your class position. Look at how you make your money. You're one of the exploiters, not one of the oppressed.
We never heard about my class position when the movement needed my money or my contacts.
I'd keep quiet about those contacts if I were you. Some of your friendships with the Germans might not stand up to close inspection when all this is over.
What are you talking about?
Don't you think you might have been seeing just a little bit too much of Muller these days?
I have to be friendly with the Gestapo. You know that. I'm a businessman, for God's sake. I've got nothing to hide.
Listen, don't take any notice of him. He's talked that way before. It doesn't mean anything.
We weren't in any danger of winning before. They'll put me on trial, you know.
No, they won't.
They'll put me on trial as a collaborator, and I won't be able to find a single soul to speak up for me.
Well, I'll stand by you. I'll tell them what really happened.
Go and join your comrades.
See you tomorrow.
Helene. Stay with me. I need you.
You're not gonna wait for her, are you?
What's that?
Who are they? Do you recognize any of them?
No.
Not bad, eh? Our biggest success so far.
Are they all dead?
We got the lot.
Would you excuse me, please? I just remembered something.
Or here, overland by river, and then my boat.
You can arrange that.
Oh, it won't be easy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were busy.
That's all right. Mr. Beller was just leaving.
Actually, it's Mr. Burla I was looking for.
He's all yours. You let me know then.
I'll be in touch.
Come with me.
My God, all of them. What went wrong?
You tell me, Franz.
What do you mean?
Why were you so keen for me to stay with you last night? Was it because you knew something was going to happen?
Of course not.
What's it you're always muttering about with Müller?
I told you, it's business, that's all.
And what's your share in this business, Franz? 30 pieces of silver?
I'm not a traitor, Helene.
Prove it to me.
Helene, you've got to believe me. My dealings with Muller have got nothing to do with all that. Muller wants to desert. He's convinced the Allies are going to hang him. He wants to leave the country while there's still time. I said I'd help him.
What?
I can get him papers, a new identity, ticket out of here. It's all arranged.
He's responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. How can you bring yourself to help him?
For money.
For money? At a time like this? You're mad.
No, you're the one that's mad, Helene. You and Jean and all the other idiots that want to look good in the history books. Look at them. They didn't need anyone to betray them. They did the job themselves. Well, I don't want to be a good-looking corpse. I survived the war. Now I'm going to make damn sure I survive the peace.
How much is he giving you?
A lot. I squeezed the bastard hard. Don't you see, I did it for us. This is our chance to start again. With money like this, we can go anywhere.
I've told you before, Franz, I can't. My job here isn't finished yet.
Along there. Quickly, come on, stop it up!
All right, let's be having you.
There you are. What took you so long?
Put your hands up.
And where's your commanding officer? I need to speak to him right away.
Never mind about my commanding officer, just put your bloody hands up.
All right, well, I guess you'll have to do them.
Have to do what?
All right, listen very carefully. The room you're standing in is the central filing hall. All Gestapo documents were processed here before being dispatched to the 4 main sections. That's Jews, subversives, sexual deviants, and gypsies and the insane. Sections 1 and 2 have been partly destroyed, but sections 3 and 4 are pretty well complete.
What's going on here?
Got ourselves a loony, sir.
It's very important. Why don't you listen?
Plenty of time for all that later.
But don't you see this is evidence? It shows what they did.
I believe you.
Every file is like the Nazis destroyed. If you lose them, they'll all be forgotten.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them.
If you move them, it's got to be done in the right order, or else the whole system will fall apart. I really should be there.
just read that last bit back to you. After Schwenker's death, I became Colonel Muller's assistant, using his confidence in me as a means to help the resistance. Acting upon the information I provided, they carried out attacks on enemy installations and numerous other acts of sabotage.
And we carried out. You keep leaving that out. I was a full member of the group.
We carried out attacks.
I'm surprised you found the time.
What do you mean?
Sabotage, intelligence gathering, killing a senior officer with your own hands, warning Jews of impending arrest, still putting in a day's work at the Gestapo. Sounds like a pretty full diary to me.
You're saying you don't believe me?
Oh, I dare say there's some truth in it somewhere, Miss Richter.
Moskiewicz. My name is Moskiewicz.
Miss Moskiewicz. But you have to admit it sounds a fairly unlikely story.
But it's true. Every word of it.
You see, it would be much easier if someone could corroborate what you've told us.
I told you everyone in my group was wiped out.
All of them?
Nearly all. One of them disappeared before the attacks on the barracks. He could vouch for me.
What's his name?
Berler. Franz Berler.
And you say this Berler will support your story?
Yes, that's right. Only I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in quite a while. Outside. The one I said to tell you who I am. He's right outside.
Please be quiet.
But that's him in the corridor.
If you won't be quiet, I'll have you taken down to the cells. Now, this won't take a moment. It's to help you as much as us. For the identification to be established, it's important that none of you make the slightest attempt by word or gesture to influence the result. Is that understood? Thank you.
This one.
Name?
I knew her as Olga Richter, but I believe her real name is Helene Moskiewicz.
And where did you meet her?
In the Gestapo building. I had to go there quite often in the course of my business, and I believe she was Colonel Muller's assistant.
Thank you.
To your knowledge, did she have connections with any of the resistance groups?
I don't think so, no.
Franz, tell them the truth.
Be quiet.
Of course, she may have been connected with another group. Ours was quite a small unit, but I certainly never knew about it.
You can go now.
Franz!
All right, that's enough.
Franz, tell them the truth!
I'm sorry.
Thank you for your help.
Franz! Franz!
Moskiewicz.
He was lying. It wasn't like that.
I agree.
Me?
I said I agree. Now sit down. I'm afraid that little performance back there wasn't quite what it seemed. You see, we have to play dirty sometimes, otherwise we'd never get anywhere.
What do you mean?
We weren't really asking Berla to identify you. We know who you are. No, we were using you to identify Berla. Or at least tell us a bit more about him.
I don't understand.
Don't you? It's a nasty business being occupied, isn't it? No one stays really clean. But the fact is, it suits some people, the way filth suits a rat. Some people actually like the stench of lies and corruption. They make money from it. They don't want it to end. I think your Mr. Berla's a rat. And I'm a rat catcher.
Get to the point.
There's a profitable little business going on at the moment. It involves helping wanted Nazis get out of the country before we can catch up to them. Berla's part of it, isn't he? That's why he was so quick to blacken your name, in case I might be tempted to believe some wild story you told me. Would you like to tell me a story? I'm a good listener.
No.
You're not going to let him get away with it, are you?
I'm sorry.
You don't owe him anything. Not after what he's done to you. He's a rat.
What do you want me to do?
Write him a letter. Try the warehouse again, see if they've heard anything.
They'd tell us if they had, sir.
Just do it.
Baker's dozen to Flatiron.
Who's that, sir?
Hold on, Flatiron. Flare of excitement this end.
Just another yank, I'm afraid, sir.
Right, time to go home.
What about the girls?
I'll get her.
I wasn't sure you'd come.
After a letter like that? Couldn't keep me away. Please take me away from this place. I don't care where, as long as...
That's enough.
You're an amazing girl, you know. Anybody else might have got the wrong idea when I pretended we hardly knew each other. I wasn't sure you'd understand.
Oh, no, I understood perfectly. I understood that you were lying to save your own skin the way you always do.
Andy's in there.
Baker's dozen to Flatiron. Baker's dozen to Flatiron. Return to your position.
It was the most contemptible, cowardly, revolting action I've ever witnessed. I didn't think even you could sink so
You got
low.
it all wrong. I did it to protect you.
To protect me?
They're on to me, don't you see? That's why I'm dressed like this, for God's sake. They're watching my office right now. If they thought we were friends, then you'd be under suspicion too.
So for my own good, you told them I was a collaborator. Thanks a lot.
All right, I panicked. But I couldn't think what else to do. I knew you'd convince them in the end anyway. Besides, if you're so angry with me... Why did you write this letter?
What's going on in there? Talk, talk, talk.
Oh, they love each other.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I thought, right, when the war's over, that's it. She'll pick up her life where she left it and forget about me. Then I got your letter. I knew then that you cared for me. That I meant something to you. It gave me hope.
Come on, boys, that's it. Closing time.
Better go.
Shall I go in now, sir?
And charge him with what? Impersonating a member of the armed forces? I haven't frozen my bum off for that. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Hello, Flatiron. Subjects leaving cut. Stand by.
Where are we going?
It's quite safe. Follow me. You scared?
Right, Flatiron. Time to earn your keep.
It's all right, it's all right. Put that away.
How much longer?
Not long. I'll tell you when. Please, go back inside. Are you all right?
I don't want to see him, Franz.
No, I understand. Helene, I know how much you hate all this. Helping someone like Muller to escape. I know you're only doing it for me. I want you to know how grateful I am.
Franz, there's something I have to tell you.
This is Allied military police.
What is it?
You are under arrest.
What's happening?
Come out into the open with your hands raised. If you try to escape, I shall open fire.
They knew where we were. I wonder how.
There he is.
Is there another way out of here?
through there.
Do you think you can make it?
Possibly. What about you?
They're not going to shoot me.
Where's Burler?
Look, sir.
Halt! Halt or I fire!
Shoot him.
Look out, front!
Hold her. Did he say anything?
No, nothing. For me now, the war was over. There was nothing left to keep me in Brussels. I wanted to start a new life, somewhere that had never known occupation.